what makes a good piece of content? From what makes a good piece of content? To analyze post February 2024 by David Define. This content is the image. If you go down, you will see other nice images used in the content. Okay, they are all very striking, and that is something about good content. They have rich media, they have pictures that help tell the story. Okay, it's not just plain text, you know. Okay, uh, apart from moving the part itself, the first thing to notice is the title of the title of the content. When you read it, it says three strategies for. Now from this particular title, full of this title title is the use of numbers. And those for what? For making decisions, which problem, problem because the problem, and then you don't have all the information, which is very specific decision. There are different reasons why strategies or specific. Okay. Few things title, you know, okay. So just it wasn't honest long. Okay, we go to the we notice is that it is concise. Okay, we notice oh, making is inescapable, and it's very direct. Okay, so we can claim very direct. The crossroads here is make a decision. To describe things like somebody can say he and just understand it that this it says that you must choose mountain progresses. Okay, this is a reason why decision making is important. Going course, you might be to make decisions. So a reason why content is important. Also, dangers involved, you know, in with career decisions are in life is important. Saying nothing progresses, okay. Notice how it's also mentioned this thing is important in your relationship, career, and even scope of this content. It is important. So it also highlights the scope. Okay, just scary know what's stating the reason for the problem, more like this kind of the issue, defining parameters or challenges. Let me just say is defining the challenges. Okay, it goes on to say and who follow up position even if you don't have any, you don't have space, you are going to start. So this is specific as well as also promising. So, so we can say here it is specific and it makes promise, big promise. So that's into moving on with, and when you read it, that it says make decisions. This head this first heading, it addresses the question of the why. Okay, but a few things we can pick from of content. But talk in decision because you fret about picking the purgatory. It's a place between heaven and hell, kind of a place you can help describe the situation. Um, the this metaphor, apart from the metaphor, you also notice how it talks um, about the reason. So we can also see that answers the why, it gives the in the first puts that it was straightforward answer, and it's also a metaphor. Uh, However, you only end up with analysis paralysis. How he had inserted the link to the word analysis paralysis. Now, what analysis paralysis is kind of a further how you know every stop in this decision pool. Okay, how big this whole analysis paralysis he thinks if you go ahead to have to go if you have access to a resource that talks more about it, you know but for part of it, the next section you need on a choice that it might the physician that almost self-doubt the question why, but ever all the facts particular it does engages the reader to think for themselves, to reason. So way to engage content also uses questions. Studies show doctors diagnose just by observing some goes on to kind of emphasize the need, and he didn't just say it out of his what he felt on to quote a study. So you have to a good content backs up, you know, backs up its claim. Provide evidence, okay, uh, provide evidence, proof, you know, just whatever to get make sure that it's not, yeah, the more to believe you because you're not just saying things like this. So there's often so many that you can go this whole of goods, okay, but then that he says agile, even with the best ever, okay, he did here. He basically quoted and Taleb. He is an author of of in the field he's basically writing about. Quoting author is powerful when it comes to writing. That's the way that he was quoting authorities, okay? Quoting authorities, good content authorities. Instead of going if such the paragraph as participants. We are trying to get you from why to the road that the reader that the writer wants you to consider. You know, when you tend to do these things which are not true, and then he passed back by calling out these are responsible for because he didn't want to deep into the links to them, so you can he also comes to play here, okay. um thing from the why you see that this is why you are struggling to make decision. Your decision might be, okay, how do I do it? Best soothsayers or crystal balls are not be weaved. We how what's the how we transition is certain. Most physical, so we can see he has smooth transition, okay, with heading, which is what they have, okay. So let's say he just went in us the that is the different ways we can mention. These are in the introduction and in the title of. So he answers the question using page thread. The first answer is becoming and making mistakes way comfortable even when complete. One way said was make more decisions and learn from them. Balance between inner reflection and that the answers were forward, but not just that they were also answered in H3s. Okay, H3s. Now the importance when it comes to SEO content writing, H3s readers to maybe see the answer. Like if you look at the table of contents, when you see this how to make better decision section where we are in, so, okay, right here in the table of content. Okay, whatever you are using. Most times when someone asks a question like this, how do I make it looks for the H to answer this and then straight it went answer to say if you want to make better decision, become comfortable with this, become do this, do this, do this. Okay, that's the answer. The answers are gotten from this H. Did a very good questions in the H3. He went on to expand. Okay, so be aware that as planned. Okay, that is an answer. Sure, you are not sure came into existence. You are with that justification. Except be sure you are okay for the answer he has less um the same idea. Iteration, repetition, but there's that ways, but other ideas explode from different perspectives. Make sure that and also know how sentences, the paragraph just two lines is one line, two lines, three lines. He didn't use text, I think if he iterated ideas, from different perspective, okay, different perspective, and then he used short paragraphs, so that he won't when he bolding some text. Okay, so this bold text helps you see the point. Because most writer, what is one of the wittiest thing you need to understand in this section when you are to follow the trap of indecision. Though this part the point when you are comfortable in the possible information. Okay, so in bolding important points. Okay, so that's if similar format thing for that, so no need to that the most important point is the more decisions you make and making better decisions. He gave more context, helped us understand the content better, This is called passive knowledge. Ideas that he didn't want to dabble into, so he just linked to a source where you can read. This what I want you to mention that he hasn't done so is to give an example. So effectively know the so the his thing which use of examples help you understand. Um, then there's anything different in this section. The same thing, the same good, straightforward answer. Um, guys, you say talk to others, read books. He justified the was the silent internal noise and transform the thought inside. I think what's noting with hyphen, it sort of gives a justification for it and stuff. We're going to give justifies claims, okay? Points. So let's see what happens. Next is the question. Uh, see how he handles that. Conclusion. He even answered the question. Like he wrote the conclusion in the conclusion heading already, where he says this is learn this conclusion basically. Okay, so he just did that the conclusion that he did that. Okay, so the need to highlight that value you can, you can even share this image for, for a good content when you say good content for social media, you know. So these are good. Can so he did something thinking in bets. Duke suggests that life XYZ life is more like a poker game than chess. Okay, see this before he linked to resource for further research and author. Though this is like a metaphor they quoted, so you can not just this does it. Other writers they like explaining how putting the important conclusions you need of talking. Then something here. Another in this case it was I think the main uh it's all decided by chance and in the right time, just like of not only don't try to have it to just look at the that just add the quotes normally, you can just add the quotes. Or you can in 60 authority, okay? So leave it okay, just the point. And I the content has basically finished to feeling life in decisions despite us that and more daring you that the more you do these things that he has at it and living your passion level. If something they take away this that I think I doing XY just something that just sticks at the back of the comment. And he says, did you enjoy the comment section? Now the comment, ask questions and I think the conversation open, opening the conversation valid viewpoints and in piece of he writes below as of that we might we know he's already a very generous person when it comes to linking to platform use. And this is like about this content, okay? By the way, this is a photographer and a writer, okay? This is that this doesn't easily here ask you to service or something. So then we can consider this a call to action that the next okay then what conclusion. There's a lot of things that he did in this conclusion which have been repeated in other sections. But one thing, okay, I think this really belongs here. Opening the conversation belongs to the conclusion aspect. So one thing we notice is he opened the conversation and he gave a call to action. Okay, call to action. Okay, that is giving the reader, give the readers the next steps of action, next course of action. Okay, so if it's it's kind of this little that to cook something very delightful and nice. Okay, I really it was everything was kind of very concise. There was no rambling. Okay, okay. I wish the content did better. That I would have loved to see like personal stories, or even if it's just book, I would have loved to read a story about how this whole indecision thing happened. Probably his own personal experience or some other issue of somebody making decision. I know he gave examples that kind of illustrate the point, like talking about the football and doctor's example. It was nice, but I think a story could have also given it this personal feel. Okay, I would have loved to maybe see videos, maybe adding videos. You can see, videos are very nice. These days people love consuming video content. It's also possible to just make a video of exactly what he has just written here and just embed it somewhere in the content, but just you know very nice. Okay, so I think those are the two major things I wish to have seen things that would have really the content. So yeah, those are content. Yeah. Mm, remember to stick around for more breakdown of more things that makes a good piece of content. Yeah, thank you very